So we've just heard about observations. So now we're going to go on to feelings in our list of observations, feelings, needs and requests. So one of the things about nonviolent communication is its unique clarity that our feelings come from our needs. When I was researching my book on empathy, I'll Meet You There, a practical guide to empathy, mindfulness and communication, I found out that this realization came to Marshall Rosenberg as something of a revelation. Marshall was asking himself, what causes feelings? And one day it just hit him that when people express their feelings, they're really just talking about their underlying needs. When they express their feelings, they're giving feedback about whether their needs are met or unmet. Once he understood this, other things became clear. We are responsible for our feelings because they come from what's important to us, our needs. What other people do or say to us is the stimulus for our feelings. However, the feelings themselves spring from the needs that are alive in us. It becomes easier to empathize with others because they're also trying to meet their needs that we have in common with them. Let's look at an example of how feelings come from needs. So imagine that you're driving a car with passengers on board when another driver pulls in front of you so that you have to brake suddenly in order to avoid hitting the back of the other car. You and your passengers are jolted. After the initial shock of braking, you probably feel annoyed or even angry. Now here's where NVC comes in. The other driver's actions are the stimulus or the trigger for your feelings. But where do the feelings actually come from? The initial feeling of surprise and then shock probably comes from needs for safety and awareness. You weren't expecting something like this to happen, so you need to update your expectations rapidly. Once you've taken care of your need for safety, for you and your passengers, and updated your expectations, the feelings of annoyance and anger probably come from unmet needs for ease and consideration, again, for yourself and for your passengers. Clarifying that feelings comes from needs empowers us. We're no longer the passive recipients of other people's actions. Nobody makes us feel things. We have a choice about how we respond to what happens. That choice is within our power. We could choose differently. So here are some key points about feelings in nonviolent communication. Firstly, feelings are all about how it feels in the body. So if you're looking for your feelings, we're looking in here, sensing in your body, as close as you can get to the actual sensations. And by sensations, I mean things like heavy or light or tingly or numb or warm or cool and so on. Yeah? Secondly, distinguish between feelings and thoughts or interpretations or evaluations, as we've just been doing. Thirdly, nonviolent communication values taking responsibility for how we feel. Saying, I feel ignored, includes interpretation about what the other person is doing and how effective it is on us. So we can ask, how do I feel when I tell myself I feel ignored? And then we can get down to the underlying feelings. Fourthly, taking responsibility for our feelings is empowering. Nobody makes us feel anything. I feel because I need.